Quincine Ostera Farms sells oysters in the Pacific Northwest. The company harvested and sold 8,000 pounds of oysters in August. The company's flexible budget for August appears below, along with actual results. Prepare a report showing the company's revenue and spending variances for August. Notice our flexible budget is prepared using our actual activity level of 8,000 pounds. The difference between our actual revenues and our flexible budget revenues is $3,200. Since our actual revenues are higher than our flexible budget amount, we would say this is a favorable variance. For our packing supplies, our difference in expenses is $200. And since our actual expenses are greater than our flexible budget amount for this level of activity, we would say that this is an unfavorable variance. For oyster bed maintenance, our actual expenditures were $100 less than we would have budgeted or expected at an activity level of 8,000 pounds. So our variance is a favorable expense variance. Our wages and salaries expense, our actual expenses were $340 higher than our flexible budget amount. Since our expenses are higher, we would say this is an unfavorable variance. For shipping, our actual shipping expenses again were higher than our $6,400 flexible budget amount, so we would have an unfavorable expense variance. Our utilities cost of $810 was $20 less than our flexible budget amount of $830. So we would identify this as being a favorable expense variance. For other expenses, our actual result of $980 versus $850, there's a $130 difference. Our actual expenses were higher, so this would be an unfavorable expense variance. Overall, our actual expenses of $21,680 were $1,100 higher than our flexible budget. So this would be an unfavorable overall expense variance. Our net operating income variance can be found by taking the difference between our actual and our flexible budgets. And we can see that our actual net operating income was $2,100 higher than we had expected. And we could identify this then as a favorable variance. Or we could calculate the same thing as taking the difference between the $3,200 revenue variance, which was favorable, and our $1,100 expense variance, which was unfavorable. $3,200 minus $1,100 gives us a $2,100 favorable net operating income variance.